I was born in Santa Barbara, California. I was born in 1936. I have 7 children, 34 or 35 or 36 grandchildren, and I do have 34 great-grandchildren and 3 more, I think 4 more in the basket. My mama left me with some strangers, and there was many, many difficult years. By the time I was 22, I had my 7 children, and so many, many difficulties. I was drinking a lot, and I was out there doing things I shouldn't have done. My young son was 7 years old when going to be 8 when my first husband left us. And so I had a stalker. And the stalker, he mutilated me and raped me, and so I went through a very hard time with that. I had moved because he threatened to kill my young son. So while I was there, he broke the door, and that's when everything happened. And so I went to a hospital, and I had just started working again. I was going up the ladder when my mother had cancer. The doctor called me into the office and told me that my mother was going to die. And so he told me she's not going to last the night. So as I walked in the room, she would tell me, I made these 3 headbands out of shells, one for each year, that you will learn who God is, who the Creator is. Would you wear them? And I told her yes. For 1 full year, I was on a journey. The first year was the bag of prayers. And so I went to work with my braids, my feathers, and my headband. And so as the weeks passed by, there was a lot of people asking, can I put my name on your bag of prayers? And before I knew, I was dreaming them. And I knew exactly what they had. I was wondering, what's happening to me? And the second year was the year of the urn, where I learned that not all herbs were for me. That God, the Creator, was going to take care of the people, not me. Then came the 3rd year, and the 3rd year, I learned to walk with a staff, to be proud of who I was. And so at the end of the year, the spirits came to me, and the ancestors, and told me to go to the mountain. I loved this place, it was so peaceful. Of hearing, of dreaming, of knowing that I didn't have to go inside a church. I didn't have to go inside a building. That I knew the Creator that created the earth would walk with me if I believed. I walked down the mountain so proud because I was free. Free from the little girl that was tied to a tree and raped every single day. I was free from being the woman that when I got my first job, I was raped and left there like I was nothing. I was free from everything that ever happened to my body. I was free because the grandfather, the Creator, the maker of this earth, set me free. And so I know that the Creator speaks to me, to everything that is on the earth, speaks through me, with me, and walks with me. And every single leaf, every single tree, every single herb, every single plant. And my ancestors, through the clouds, they make forms that I can see them. Finally, the council called me and asked me if I would be the spiritual leader of the tribe. And since 1994, I've been the spiritual leader of the tribe. My children say, there is a legacy with you, Mother. I don't feel that. I just feel that the only thing that takes us there is the old ways of the people, the fire. And that fire will always burn, as long as it burns in every single Indian, in their heart, in their spirit. Our mind can go crazy on us and take us to different directions. But a heart knows love. It just goes to sleep for a while, but it knows love. And that love needs to be nurtured and given. And that's what the fire does for us. That's what our traditions do to us. Brings it back. And when there's hard times, we go to our fire and brings all the stories out and brings all the things that we need to know. Our ancestors, they want us to acknowledge them when they appear in the clouds, when they appear in the sky, in the night, or when the rain drops and we think, well, they're crying for something. The storms come, they're telling us, hey, you know, we're sending you this storm so that you can learn, so you can know that if you ask us, we will be there for you. There is no storm that we can't get over. No tragic thing that comes in our lives that we cannot override. For the Creator, He's with us.